Well, as the Christmas spirit sits strong tonight, we take a moment to realize that this Christmas holiday, takes on a different meaning for some. There are families everywhere that struggle with simple things like staying warm as we move through the winter. Tonight, as we celebrate Christmas with our families, Sports Director Nick Canizales shows us how a high school coach in Waco is trying to change this holiday for some families, one gift at a time.
As Christmas draws near, soccer players and JROTC cadets at University High School in Waco team up.
I get tears. I get goosebumps.
To brighten up Christmas for hundreds of children around the district. For students who have nothing, this day means everything.
I remember one year one kid wanted a bike and the bike sort of snuck up behind her. She turned around. Her eyes got large as melons and she just put her hands over her mouth and she was just, you're making a kid happy.
University head soccer coach Mike Chapman helps organize the Make-A-Wish Come True program in Waco ISD, where select students are awarded gifts based on need.
We had to include on the essay forms that we send out, we had to include on there, what would you want? We had to specifically ask on the bottom of it, what would you want for yourself? Just because they never asked for anything for themselves.
Reading those letters, we can't hardly get through the letters because of the emotions and everything that come out with just the sweetness and understanding and the love that they have for their families.
This team doesn't just win games, they win over hearts, where these kids are in a surprise for a lifetime.
Yeah, it's very, very rewarding giving back to these kids.
The two programs have teamed up to put this event on now for 10 years. And for 10 years, First Sergeant Leonard Montalongo Jr., University's senior Army instructor, has fought back tears.
99% of those letters, they're not asking for anything for themselves. My grandma is sick and I would like to buy her a pair of house shoes. We need blankets. My little sister she has a very light coat and we want to provide a better jacket for her.
These kids, they've got to have hope, and a lot of times they're in a situation that they have no control over. So, Christmas, this is the best time of year for us, as it is with our soccer program at JROTC, and that we get to go out and we get to give kids hope.
The event started off with humble beginnings. Year one, they helped 9 kids in Waco ISD have a better Christmas. In 2017, they helped 220 and set the goal for this year at 240.
There's really no words to describe it when a child is up here telling us about his Make-A-Wish and how his uncle has cancer, or families who just want, kids who want food for their families. And I know one even wanted to sell her clothes to help give food for her families. Just really, it tears at your heart and just thinks about the heart and the giving that these children have even at a young age.
After we celebrate Christmas in 2018, it's after this very program helped 300 children have a Christmas of their own to celebrate.
Another year a kid asked for a Christmas tree. The kid never had a Christmas tree. How sad is that? The most precious day of the year and the kid's never been able to celebrate it because he hasn't had a Christmas tree. So things like that are very touching, very emotional.
And standing in the cafeteria on a chilly Monday morning at Alta Vista Elementary, one look over the crowd and you can see smiles the size of Texas. Smiles because this year, Christmas cheer will be spread.
Until you're there and actually see the looks on their face, the emotions, not only from kids, from parents, you don't really get a good perspective until you're actually there and actually see it in person.
That kind of holiday spirit, that positive attitude toward helping their neighbors, has an effect on every student helping out.
They'll go off and go to college or start their careers, and they'll call us back and say, hey, we want to donate.
Some years ago I had a former student who received one, a former cadet, and last year I received a letter that I shared with Coach Chapman, and it says, you guys made our Christmas one year, we had nothing, and because of what you did we were able to have somewhat of a nice Christmas, and now they are giving back.
So when the new year arrives and University High's JROTC cadets is off to competition, and when the Trojan soccer team takes to the pitch, it will be with warm hearts filled with love for those who need it.
Now, Coach Chapman and First Sergeant Montalongo are already planning next year's Make-A-Wish come true. From our family to yours, Merry Christmas. That's it for sports tonight. Channel 6 News. We'll be right back.